Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I am really excited to show you the content planner. I don't know what rock I had been living under that I did not know that this existed or followed this account on Instagram. The creator, her name is Kat. She is very sweet. I've messaged with her a couple of times now. Again, I don't know what rock I was living under, but I was chatting with another Instagram friend about accounts that sort of inspire us and give us great tips when it comes to social media. And she goes, "Oh, well, I bet you're already following Kat at the content planner, blah, 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 blah." And I was like, no, I'm not actually. So I go to the account, love everything that she's doing over there, and saw this product and was like, I want to try that product. Lucky for me, there were still like 10 left or something crazy of the 2019 version. So I purchased one like right then and there, and I'm really glad because they have since sold out of the 2019 version, but the 2021 is coming very soon. I will be sure to share any information that I get related to the 2020 version. But for now, I just want to flip through this one and see if it's something that might work for me. I have struggled a lot with how to plan out all of my social media content in general. I have a good grasp of YouTube, although I've even flipped around on the tool that I use for that. But this I'm hoping will help me with more of a big picture view and plan out content across all of the platforms and not just YouTube. So let's go ahead and dig in. I'm not gonna lie, I already opened this, and so it's like the pretty tissue paper is all messed up because I couldn't resist not looking at this. It's a couple of days after I got it in the mail and I really wanted to look at it, but it does come like really beautifully wrapped with tissue paper and a little sticker that says your organization awaits, and then a little card from the creator. Okay, the first thing I want to touch on is the size and the shape of the planner because it's very unique. I have never seen anything shaped like this, and I'm not sure what her reasoning behind designing it this way was, but it's very interesting. So here is my life planner in comparison for you. So from a height perspective, it's a little bit shorter than the life planner. Not much, but a little bit shorter than the life planner. And obviously it is much wider than the life planner. And if I compare it this way, it's like another third or so of the life planner lengthwise. So just so that you get a size comparison, it is huge, which I understand is really great for space and being able to plan things out. But if I'm being honest, it might be one of the things that holds me back on this being like the perfect tool for me. And I'll kind of explain that as we look through the inside, but it is a really interesting shape. The quality is really nice. It's very sturdy. It's got like a, one of those kind of board book type covers. Kind of reminds me of like a Day Designer or a Kit Life cover if you've ever owned one of those planners. It's got nice gold metal corner protection so that if you are taking it places, it won't get ruined. It's got this gold foil. It's a beautiful purple color. I did see on her Instagram, she said that this was the 2019 color and likely for 2020, it will be a different color. And so it's not like you get to pick the cover. It's just the cover for the year. And then the binding, I forget what this is called. This like wire-o, I think that's what Cindy calls it. It's not my favorite type of binding, and the binding is sort of more of a, I don't want to say tarnished gold because that makes it sound really negative, and it's not messed up at all. It's just more of a darker coppery gold than it is of true yellow gold. I mean, y'all know how I feel about gold. It's just the cover. I'm not gonna hold that against this planner. So let's go ahead and start looking at the inside. So it does come with some stickers and some paper clips, but let's do the planner first, and then I will, well, you know what? No, because the stickers kind of help with some of the spaces in the planner that you might need to understand. So first things first, this page has all of the months, and it's in that same sort of purple lavender color. Well, it's darker than the planner, but it's the same purple color scheme. If it's not clear by these stickers, the planner is undated. There are a lot of aspects of the planner at the beginning, some supplemental information that is 2019 specific that you'll see, but the actual content planning is undated. So I think that's really interesting. You can buy it throughout the year and use it into 2020, but if I really like this planner, I'm gonna buy a new one for 2020 because of some of those other aspects. But that'll make more sense as we flip through it. And then these stickers, I couldn't quite figure out where these go, but same concept. You're picking the month that you start. And then at the bottom, you've got important to-do list, launch deadline, all in like a red shade, different shades of red. And then you've got day off in this sort of different shades of yellow ombre. Then you have 2 sheets of stickers that are meant to help you plan out your content. And some of them are the different social media platforms. Some of them are other kinds of icons. And then there's a variety of colors. The ones that are specific to social media, those icons, colors are closer to the colors of the actual platform. And then the other ones I think are just sort of random. So let's see what we've got here. We have 3 rows of Instagram, 1 row of just live. I guess that could really apply to Facebook or YouTube or Instagram. We have 3 rows of Facebook. We have a row of Pinterest, 1 row of YouTube. That's definitely not going to be enough for me. We have 1 row of telephones, 2 rows of like little envelopes that I think are meant for email. We have 1 row of blog, 1 row of post, and then we have half rows. We have me and an exclamation point, a little coffee cup, and then a little camera, a check mark, and a trophy. I'm not really sure what I would use the trophy for. We have an X and then a hashtag. We have, I think that's supposed to be a pineapple, and a money sign, a diamond, and a star, a palm tree, and an airplane, and then a pencil, and a little like notepad pencil. So those are all the different icon options, and you do get 2 sheets of them. You can buy these individually on the website. It does currently say sold out, but I'm assuming that's because she's sort of transitioning to her 2020 version. And once the 2020 version comes out, this will be available again. It might look a little bit different. The price on the website is $19.99, so $20 for both sheets. So I mean, it's a little bit pricey for stickers, but you do get a lot of stickers. It's just something also to keep in mind when you think about the price of the planner itself, that she's listing these separately for $20. All right, and then it came with these little paper clips. Let me take them out. I've mentioned before, I'm not a huge decorative paperclip person. So they're little cameras with like a heart in the middle. So very cute. I mean, again, I don't use decorative paper clips. Let's see what they look like when you slide them on. Because I feel like that's always the sign of a good decorative paper clip, when it looks cute slid on. Okay, so if you want it to stick out a little bit, you could do it like that, which is kind of interesting. I think it's probably meant to go like this though. On the one side, it looks like a camera with a heart, and then nothing on the back. So those are cute. I think it's a nice little add-on. Oh, I forgot about this sheet of stickers too, when you're considering the price of the planner. Okay, so it has this pocket on the inside here, which I think would be nice for your stickers. It doesn't feel super sturdy. It's just like a paper pocket, but if you're putting, you know, those couple sheets of stickers, it will definitely fit. Let's talk about the paper quality. It's not the thickest paper I've ever felt, but it's not the thinnest paper ever. If I can find a blank page that would be nice to do a pen test at the end, I will do that. I'm always nervous about paper quality because either I use a Papermate Flare, which doesn't leave the ridge on the other side, but it usually shadows, or I grab my Pilot G2, which doesn't shadow as much, but it usually leaves the ridge on the other side. So we'll see what pen ends up working in these. But the first page is just sort of a contact page of found, please return. And then you have sort of a how to use the planner and her story. So we've got a monthly spread to schedule your content at a month's glance, monitor your business growth, and create a monthly theme and weekly goals. We have stickers, so you should place a sticker. So place a social media sticker on a line of each day to plan when, what, and where you post. It's a visual reminders for giveaways. Oh, which one would be giveaways? In my head, an icon for giveaway would be like a present, but I don't see a present on here, but that's okay. Maybe she had a different idea for giveaway. Me time, important dates, photo shoots, coffee dates, travel, scheduling, etc. Dream space. So we've got a dream space page where you draw, mind map, write notes, journal, make lists, doodle, etc. There's one for each month. And then there's a hashtag space to write down hashtags that you want to sort of work on, and then tasks and tips for each section. So we start with this sort of quote page, which has the same design as the outside cover, just in black and white. Okay, so I'm definitely not going to get both sides in the shot, but we'll move to the other sides. So these pages have sort of an overview of the years, so you can get an idea of things that you could do in your content based on what's coming up. So like, you know, in March, it's got taxes due next month. So maybe you should do something related to finances, etc. It's got holidays and some ideas on different things you can do. So these are things that should be on your radar. And then these are some ideas for monthly themes. Again, holidays, overviews that you could do for that month. I think this is a really great idea. I think that it sometimes just helps to jog your memory when you're talking about creating different content that is time appropriate, because that can really help you get found. If you post health and fitness all the time, you're gonna get a lot more hits at the beginning of the year. I listened to Gia from Marriage and Motherhood explain that one time. Like, she posts eating keto all the time, but in January, those videos get a lot more views because everybody's Googling that in January. So it's just something to keep in mind when you're planning your content throughout the year. All right, and then this is the part where I was explaining that it might be helpful to get the new version if I do love using this, because these are the things where the dates are gonna change. But I love, 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 love these pages. I think this is so great to have a hashtag of things that happen throughout the year so that you can like jump on the bandwagon, but I mean that in a positive way. Like January 4th is National Trivia Day. All right, what can you post with that hashtag that's still related to your content and not straying from what your core mission is, but jumping in with what is currently trending? And I love these pages. And she even included a couple months, last minute months of 2018, which is cool too. And then she has a page for all the other holidays that are international. So on this page, mixed in with sort of these hashtags are all of the US holidays. And then on these pages are the holidays for various other countries. So we've got Canada, the UK, Australia, and New Zealand. And I love having this because I know that some of you are from these other countries. And so if I can be aware of when something's happening in your country and we can celebrate that somehow, how fun is that? I really am glad that she included this. All right, so then we get to this at a glance page. And so we have just a big giant box for each month, and she has it broken down quarter 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's just an open-ended. I don't know how I feel about this page. I don't know what I would really use this for. I mean, maybe it's kind of tapping into these earlier pages, and if you're going to use some of that, moving it over. I kind of wish it had lines, honestly, because I feel like I always need lines. I like having lines to write. I know at least, well, I don't know. I think that she created this for people more in the creative space. And so maybe it's really more of a, you would be creative and have like a little map or little bubbles or whatever. And the lines would add too much structure. Maybe Dockred would be better. I don't know. I would rather have lines so that I could list things out. And I would list things like in March, I want to do something about my birthday. January is my New York anniversary, so I always like to touch on that. December is Vlogmas. I do like having an overview page. I just wish there was maybe slightly more structure. Is that asking for too much? All right, let's keep flipping. All right, so here's where we get to each month. So I'm going to show you what the overview looks like, and then we'll quickly flip through all the other months, but most of it doesn't change. So we have this like mind map place, like she talked about earlier in the planner, where it's got just like a little phrase at the top. All the phrases are a little bit different. I think some of them might repeat. We'll flip through it again once we finish talking about the layout. And then it's got a quote at the bottom. This one's from Serena Williams. And then on the opposite side, you've got just some like blank lines, and it says, turn those dreams into goals. I'm not sure what the process of transitioning is from this blank page to the lines to this like very structured section. Like this transition in between feels a little funny to me. I mean, maybe this is like really brain dump, jot down everything you like possibly could think of. And then this is organize it a little bit. And then this is organize it a lot. I'm not really 100% sure if that was her mindset. It might be too much for me in terms of a process. I feel this way, and I felt that way sometimes with the power sheets during the prep work, and I felt like we were just being so repetitive and doing the same thing over and over. And I know that Laura Casey from Cultivate What Matters has said that there's power in repetition, and it's okay for you to do things again and again, and it can be very helpful, and I understand that. So maybe that was the same mindset here. I really just like this section, this very structured section. So we have space for 4 monthly goals with a little checkbox. You can check them off. A space that says on your radar, hashtags that you want to work on, and then hit list and collabs. So probably accounts that you want to sort of focus on. And then it's got a task and tip for you to do in the bottom. Here's the monthly layout. And I have a love-hate relationship with this layout. There are some things that I absolutely love, and then there's some things, there's one big thing that is gonna sort of drive me crazy. So those stickers at the beginning, this sticker goes right here. That's where you say what month it is, and that's where the sticker goes. I wonder if these are supposed to be tabs, and you're supposed to fold them over and make tabs. That sounds like it might be a little bit hard, but anyways, this sticker goes here in this month corner. So I'm gonna start with August, because that's when I have it. Even though it's a 2019 planner, I'm not gonna like flip to the one that would be August. I'm just gonna start with August and put this sticker here. So then you have my business growth. So you would put the starting numbers. So you've got Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, Facebook, money, and then a little email thing I think would be for an email list. I think you could probably use that as many ways as you want. How many emails did you get? How many emails did you send? a lot of different ways. This month's theme, this month I will, and this month I won't, which I love that. And then it has a column for weekly goals. So you just have sort of a big open box. Again, kind of like that you're at a glance page. It might be a little too open-ended for me, but I do like the idea of having like maybe a focus for the week. Like this is what I'm going to focus on this week. Then you have the actual layout. So it starts on Monday. Huge win. Love that. And then you obviously would fill in the dates because you're picking whatever month you want to pick. And then each line is like the same exact size as these little icon stickers. So you'd put these little icons in and right next to it. So for example, if I was doing YouTube, right, I post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I do post the weekly vlog on Sundays, but I probably wouldn't put a sticker there because I only have one row of YouTube stickers and we gotta be picky. So I would, put a little YouTube sticker on each Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then I could fill that in. That's how I know I would run out of these way too quickly because there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So say this was August. August 1st was the Thursday. So we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm pretty sure this is still August. So the stickers would probably last me like 3 months, give or take, if just with the one row of YouTube stickers alone. So that's kind of, for me, that's kind of problematic. But for other people, I can understand they're going to post more on Instagram and Facebook. So let's talk Instagram. I try to post on Instagram at least once a day. So what do we say? There was 18. So 3 times 18, that's 54. So you have 108 total. So if you did it every day, again, it would last you about 3 months, just over 3 months. So I would probably have to order a lot more of these stickers if I really wanted to use them the way that they were intended and like have one for everything that I'm posting on those individual days. I guess I could make these myself if I really wanted to. I also never commented on the paper. The paper is, I don't want to ruin the Instagram one because let's ruin Pinterest. It's very sticky. I don't know. The question is how removable are they, right? So let's do a test. Let's put one, oh look, we can do a pen test. Let's put one down in the back. Let's put one of these trophy ones because I'm not really sure what I'm going to use the trophy one for. Let's just put it right there. And we'll come back to that and we're going to test it at the end and see if I can move it. There's 5 lines essentially for each day, and then you could put the little stickers of the things that you're doing for your content every single day. I love the idea of this. Do you know the other thing I could do if I didn't want to use the stickers? I could just write IG, YT, FB, so on and so forth instead of using the stickers. And then, so it goes across. So we've got Monday through Wednesday on this half and then Thursday through Sunday on this half. And then you have a column for my wins at the end, which I also love this aspect, reflecting on the positive. Here's the one thing I don't like about this. You can't even see it in the shot, right? I would love to have this just sit open like this on my desk, so that I could be referencing it, so that I can look at what today is and making sure that I'm checking it off. If there is something that I'm gonna be looking at or checking in with every single day, I like it to be open and be able to see it. There is no way I could leave it open double like this on my desk. It just takes up way too much space. I mean, it's huge. It's so wide that like it would be way too big, and that frustrates me. Now, part of that could be fixed if I just had a bigger desk. I would love to have this huge desk where I could keep all the things open that I want to keep open. Like my power sheets could stay open and my life planner could stay open and whatever else, and then this could stay open, and that would be wonderful. So yes, the option is I can coil it back, and Monday through Wednesday I can have this side open, and Thursday through Sunday I can have this side open. And that's probably what I'm gonna do for now while I try and figure it out. This is still pretty big to keep open on my desk, but given the size of my desk and the fact that I already keep my power sheets open on my desk. But I do love the idea of having all this space to track all the different content. And I think it would let me just like visually see when things are going up so that I'm not doing too much at once, and etc. So those are my thoughts on the monthly view. So let's quickly flip through. The title up here at the top changes a couple of times. So we have my next big ideas. This side is exactly the same minus the tip in the corner. And then the monthly layout, how I plan to succeed, monthly layout, a place for my dreams. Oh, that's what the first one was, right? So maybe there's just those 3. Yeah. So there's just those 3 and it repeats. And then there are 15 total monthly layouts. So it's a 15-month planner. Let's see if we can check on our little sticker friend here. I don't know how long it's really been. All right, well, it came up after that long. So, I mean, it's not like the most permanent sticker. Like there's definitely stickers I've used that don't come up after that long. I don't know if it would be removable for the long term, but it moved after 10 minutes or so. All right, and then in the back you have a couple of like grid pages. So we have one that says my plan to take over the world, and then this side is blank. And then on this one, this side is blank and it says let my imagination run wild. And then on the back, we just have some like, you know, the logo and the website and stuff. So let's pen test. Okay, so I've got my two favorite, are these technically gel rollerball? I don't know. Pilot G2, the tool pen, my Papermate Flare, which I love. That's what I use in my power sheets. And then the Tombow Mono drawing pen, which is the pen that I found the best. That doesn't have the ridging on the other side like the Papermate Flare, but doesn't shadow, kind of like these do. So let's try these out. The paper itself is smooth to write on. Like it has like a nice smooth feel to it. All right. I don't love how the Tombow one writes on there. I don't know if that's just because this is a brand new Tombow. It needs to be broken in a little bit. So let's see what we've got going on the back. So as I expected, the first two do have like a little bit of a ridging when you feel them. The Pilot G2 was worse than the tool. The Papermate Flare didn't shadow as bad as I thought it would. It's actually like, it's not so bad. And then the Tombow one's definitely the best if we're considering the ridge and the shadow, but I didn't like the way that one wrote as well. I probably would use my Papermate Flare, to be honest with you. It doesn't shadow that badly, and that light shadowing will bother me less than the ridging. So overall, I'm really excited to try this out. I'm really excited to play with it and see if it's something that would work for me. I'm really excited to look at my content on a monthly basis across all platforms versus just taking Instagram one day at a time and not really even touching the other social media channels. Oh, I just realized there's no Twitter sticker. Is that just because like our space, like the creative space doesn't really do Twitter? Cause like Twitter is huge and a lot of people, like my dad will be like, yeah, I saw a tweet, blah, 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 blah. And I hardly ever go on Twitter. I have one just to have it, but I rarely use it. So that's interesting that there's no Twitter sticker. Anyways, I really like this. I think the quality is great. Like I mentioned earlier, the 2019 version, this one that I'm flipping through, is not available anymore, but the 2021 is just around the corner. I'll be sure to share with you when it does go live. The price that I paid for this one was $60, which again includes stickers that she's valuing at $20. So really, if you take the stickers out, it's $40, which for 15 months for a monthly is not all that bad, especially with a nice cover and a bunch of helpful tips and some extra helpful content besides just the monthly layout. I think the price point is good. I think if you are somebody who's planning content, I think $60 for the whole year for planning out a place to plan out your content, especially if you're a written person, if you like to write things down, I think that this is a great option. So I'm really excited to dig into this. I will definitely keep you updated in the weekly vlogs if I'm liking this, if it's working for me, and if I plan to order the 2020 version, but I'm really excited. I think it's a really great idea. I don't know how I had no idea that this existed, but I'm really excited to play with it. So let me know in the comments what you think. Have you tried this before and I just, was living under a rock? Do you think that this would work for your business? If you have a business or a platform that you're trying to grow, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts as well as I play with the gold foil. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank you so much for watching. Happy planning. The table dirty, you can't really, I need to wipe that down. Now we gotta wait for it to dry. There's a hair right there. There's something on my finger. Let me go check that. Monitor for the Canada, really, Laken? Again, so the title, ridging, is that really a word? I don't know.